All right, guys, today is biceps day. So I'm gonna show you my top 5 bicep movements. Like the triceps I talked about is a big focal point for me. So I'm really trying to bring up my arms this year, especially for the Olympia, because everything else is growing. So gotta make sure the arms are big for the stage, big mountain peaks. A lot of it is genetics. So it's about fighting those genetics and making them grow in different ways that we can. All right, so first movement here is the bread and butter, especially for activation. So again, I want to start with something here more cable work, just because we don't want to come in here with cold muscles, not warmed up, going into like maybe say a heavy preacher, heavy barbell curl. We're not doing that right away. We're thinking longevity here. We really want to warm up the muscle, get a pump first, get some blood in there, and then we'll move on to the heavier movements. So first is going to be, you probably see me do this one a lot, but it's this standing cable curl. So just you're standing there straight up and down, curling through the cable and controlling back down. Main focus here is we're not moving the arm at all. So there's no movement here. We're not using our chest. We're just pinning it to our sides. Let it come all the way down and then curling through. So what main focus is that we want everything just on that bicep head with no cheating. And this cable unit is awesome because it creates that tension all the way through the bottom and then all the way through the top. So constant tension on the biceps, a lot of blood, a lot of pre-exhaust, and then we'll keep moving into the bigger ones. All right, we are moving into our second bicep movement of the top 5. Just the original, the OG, the one that got everybody in the 70s, their arms big, the Arnold's, right? This is just a single arm dumbbell curl on a preacher bench. So I'm really I took the seat off because I'm gonna stand over it. I'm gonna lean over it really good. And my cues here are, I wanna solely use that bicep head, obviously. So how you do that is I wanna elbow drive back into the pad. So I'm driving back into the pad, and while at the same time I'm curling up. So when you do this and you're driving into something, your arm automatically curls at the same time because that activates the bicep. So I'm doing both motion. I'm driving into the pad. Obviously the pad won't move, so I'm just driving into it and I'm curling up and squeezing. Main thing here is release really slowly out of the top and kind of reach it out a little bit. If you want to create more tension on that bicep, remember I'm on the eccentric portion, the negative portion, I'm really letting it stretch on the way out and down, and then you drive back in and squeeze up. So put that all together into one movement, and honestly, you don't need too much weight. I'll start at 30s, maybe go 35, maybe 40, I don't know. But the main thing is you don't need too much here if you're doing it right. So it's the big squeeze with the drive, and then the slow release, letting it go out, really stretching that bicep. All right, so we are on bicep number 3. So this is gonna be more of, like I said, now we're gonna get into our heavier, I'll call them compound movements, whatever we wanna call them, but just our main kind of movements for the day that we're trying to advance on each time. So this is just that, that nice hammer strength preacher curl. So this is a machine, I really like this one. It's been around a long time. It just keeps constant tension on here, but what we're gonna do is we're gonna work up to a top set. In our last set, we're gonna do some what I call like a partner resistance ones. So at the end here, after we're already really tired, we're gonna curl up, and then our partner is gonna actually, if you have a partner, push down, and you're kind of fighting the resistance. So this is just kind of, working that eccentric portion, that lengthening phase with the resistance. So he's gonna fight me down, I'm stretching, but I'm really resisting, then back through. Resist, back through. So do 2 warm-ups, 1 all-out top set, and then 1 of these resistance sets that we'll show you here in a second.
What do you think about Brett's small arms?
To be honest, man, he should really look into maybe surgery.
What could he fix with this movement?
Oh, dude, I mean, the first thing he's got to do is just let go of the handles, and then he's just got to get up and walk out the door.
Gotta finish your set first.
Just push them.
Let me go up. Take over at the top. Yeah. Up.
Come on. Finish.
Yep. Oh. Yep. Yes, sir. Come on.
Finish.
One more.
Let's go. Finish.
Yep. Yes.
Fight.
Bicep number 4, 21s. Everybody knows 21. Some people don't think they're anything special, but I personally love 21s. What 21s are, if you don't know, have you ever heard that before? They're called 21s because there's 21 total reps. So you break it down into 3 sections. So you're doing your lower, so just the lower bicep head, so the lower curl, just half. So you come half up, back down. You do 7 reps there. You then come up and do the top half. So more of the top of the bicep, there's 7 reps there. And then you go down and then into a full 7 reps of a
full curl.
full curl isolation, whatever. But no, so 7 half bottom, 7 half top, and 7 full reps equals 21. This one, I just love this one because you really slow it down. You really feel each rep, so that you're not hurrying through this. You're not throwing your back into it. You're staying strict. You're really feeling that each curl, and you finish it off with 7 really hard full motion ones. So let's do that, and then we'll get into our last bicep. All right, we are finishing off the biceps. So everything's already done. You know what I mean? We've torn down all the muscle. We're really full already with the biceps. So now we're gonna get specific here. We're gonna get into our forearms a little bit. So this is gonna be a reverse grip, cable curl. What's good about this piece right here, you don't have to have it this way, but if you have it, it's really nice, is these actually spin. So it's all about grip on this one. So you're really gripping it, you're focused on your grip, and you're pulling it up, and you're gonna squeeze through your brachioradialis here. So this movement's gonna work your brachialis and then your brachioradialis, more of the bottom bicep head, brachialis, brachioradialis. But that's how you get those bigger forearms here, because you don't want to neglect that. You want, like I said, we're trying to be symmetrical here. Triceps matching the biceps, matching the forearms. So this is gonna tie it all in together. So finish this, do this at the end when you're tired, and really get a last little forearm pump to get home with. All right, another one down. Like I said, those are my top 5 bicep movements of this moment. Like I said, we'll make another one down the road when I switch my biceps and my tricep movements too. Those kind of rotate, so you don't always want to do the same thing all year. But I want to run these into the ground today, so I showed you kind of the sequence I'm doing right now. Run them into the ground until you can't really progress anymore, or you're losing as much response, and then you move on to something else, right? So that's my current top 5. Just to recap real quick, like I said, started with the curls there, started with the cable movements first to get the elbows warmed up, get blood into the muscle, and we moved on to our heavier outlets there with like those preacher curls. The dumbbell single arms are really nasty with the stretch, and then we finished it off there with a little bit more cable work with those 21s to hit each section, and then like I said, then you can't forget the forearms. You gotta make everything match. So like I said, that was the typical arm day right now. And you guys use this, try it out, comment, let me know what you guys think on these movements. They're going to help you in your arm development and continuing to try to get to that next level of your physique. So we will see you guys next time. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and leave some comments. I want to talk to you guys.